Too many connection. Yeah. I can give you my credentials. Deora. Hare Krishna. Sorry for making you all wait.
Bye.
नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाय च जगत्पिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रज्ञाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकालिने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हुकुम करोति वाचालं भंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्री गुरु दीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष सभ्याभ्यन्तरं सुचे। श्री विष्णु चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं नव महाद्भवान् निर्वापनं श्रेयस्कैव चन्द्रिकावतरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णानन्दस्वादनं सर्वत्मस्थापनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम्। नामकारि बहुलानि सर्वशक्ति तत्रातिपा नियमिता स्मरणेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवम् ईदृशम् इह जानेन वा। त्रिनादपि सुनीचेन करोरपि सहिष्णुना अमाननीय मानजेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरि। न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितं वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनीश्वरे भक्तिर्भक्तिर्भवति त्वयि। आई नंदनं किंकर पतितमां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पाद पंकज सुतुलित दर्शं विचिन्तया नयनं गलदस्फुधारया वदनं गद्गदर्भाय गिरा पुलकिर्नचतं बपुगदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति। युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रवर्षायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दं विरहेण मे अश्लिष्यवापादरतं तिरस्मादर्शनं मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा विदतो लम्पतो मात्रणनस्तस्वेव नामरा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So, thank you all. I know it's been a very unique day, unlike a normal satsang where we all came a little early. Maybe it's the afternoon nap time for some of you. It's a break time, much needed break sometimes, right? Because sometimes Sunday is the only day you're better. And then you come early here by 3 o'clock, which is like you have to start from your home at least by 2:30, some cases 2 o'clock. I don't know, 1:30. But let me tell you one thing, you know that me and my wife, my family, when we used to live in America, it became a habit that we used to go to temple at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, every Sunday. So what we used to do all preachings on Friday. So Sunday afternoon we used to go, and then just come back Sunday night. So Sunday is like Krishna and devotees. And it was a very blissful experience which we missed a lot after coming here. Right? But still we have been associating quite a bit, and I really appreciate all your effort. But give it some time. We are doing many activities here. We are also taking care of our children upliftment in Krishna consciousness. That is also a responsibility which could not do enough in the last 5 or 6 years. Now we have started doing that. Right? We also want to educate them on many nice topics so that they are better equipped than other children outside. materially and spiritually. And we also want us to learn, mridanga, kartal, I don't know, what are you saying, harmonium. It can keep going on. See, the end objective is we should do a very pleasing kirtan. That's the whole objective. Right? Whoever is interested, the list can keep going on. Some of us have almost finished Bhakti Shastri. Some of us are going to start Bhakti Shastri. Right? There's going to be another batch which I will announce soon. So it's a good journey. Let us be very focused in our journey, and let us be enthusiastic in the journey. Enthusiasm is everything about spiritual life. Right? Let us give as much Krishna is asking from us. And let me tell you, he is going to make us happy. He definitely will make us happy. So here in this verse, we started this like 3 weeks back. We did already two sessions on this. The first session I spent a lot of time. Discussing about Guru, the importance of having a Guru in life, how to choose a Guru, and many other related questions. And the second session was also partly about Guru, but it also went into humility. Does anyone remember what did Prabhupada tell us humility? In this verse, Lord Krishna is saying what is knowledge. And how many items of knowledge are there? This will be careful. 20 items of knowledge. Yeah? Yeah. Let me make sure. Huh? Elements is 24. I think this is 20. There is 28 things that we discussed in Bhagavatam, where Uddhava is asking question, and I was explaining about the other Ekadashi morning, right? There are 28 qualities of a pure devotee. In 11th canto we were discussing. That's different. Here there is 20 items of knowledge. And Krishna says everything else apart from this is ignorance. Directly it is ignorance. So we discussed about humility. In humility, Prabhupada is saying, I'll just read the purport once. As for the knowledge outlined here, the items will be analyzed as follows. Humility means one should not be anxious to have satisfaction of being honored by others. It's a very heavy statement. Amananiya, manadena. Right? So he's saying you should not expect honor, and when somebody is honoring you, you should not feel nice about it. It's a very high standard. How many here feel nice when you're being honored? Huh? You all will, obviously. That's the material condition. So we feel that, yeah, we have done something for which we deserve to be honored. Right? What is that? Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. I am thinking I am the doer. So obviously when I am thinking I am the doer, I feel happy. When someone says that, oh Prabhu, I mean, now new thing will have to start. Really? Bhakti tha. I did that also. Right? And I find a lot of happiness in that, right? If somebody is praising. Once one Sannyasi Maharaj was visiting America. I just remembered when he told his garlanding. So he was in America for more than, I think, 1 month or so. Then we visited our temple, and I got some flowers from some market, not like a mall. That time I could buy it from, what do you call that market? Sell outside. Right to bazaar, like farmers market. So I got it at farmers market and we made a garland out of it. So he was traveling for more than 1 month in US. And then when I went and garlanded him, immediately took it, I was like, I can smell. After 1 month, I can smell flowers. Where did you get this flowers from? I said, Prabhu, Maharaj, I got it from a local farm. He said, in America, no flower smells. I was waiting to smell a flower for 1 month in America. You know how good looking flowers we have in America? Very beautiful flowers. In one flower only you'll have pink also, green also, yellow also, but no smell. What is the use of a flower which doesn't smell, right? So that Maharaj was like, I think it was Chandramalli, I don't know how to speculate, but he was very happy, and I could actually appreciate seeing him how much he appreciates smell. Like we don't really, in India it's like normal, right? I mean, like big deal. Right? But you go to America, you know the value of flowers also. Right? A lot of things you'll start valuing in life when you go to America. So here, it's being mentioned, being honored and a desire to be honored is lack of humility. Right? The material conception of life makes us very eager to receive honor from others. But from the point of view of a man with perfect knowledge, who knows that he is not this body, anything honor or dishonor pertaining to this body is useless. One should not be hankering for this material deception. People are very anxious to be famous of their religion. And consequently, sometimes it is found that without understanding the principles of religion, one enters into some group which is actually following religious principles and then wants to advertise himself as a religious mentor, which is not sorry. As for actual advancement in spiritual science, one should have a test to see how far he is progressing. He can judge by these items. Right? How much you are practicing in spiritual life, how much you are progressing in spiritual life will be known to you if you really want to know. Otherwise, superficially, we can think that I am reading Bhagavad Gita for many years. I am very senior, right? Senior. When Prabhuji was telling, you have seen years, you have not seen year. So, you have just seen 4 years in a satsang. You are actually not senior, right? Radhisha proposed. Yeah. So, yeah, we should be sincere to God. We should be very sincere to God. And humility also means being sincere and being humble. Actually, one other sannyasi Maharaj, I think it was Niranjan Swami Maharaj, he told that sense gratification means you are not humble. That's even higher. Is anybody who is trying to do sense gratification means he is not practicing humility. How is it linked? How is sense gratification linked to humility? Anybody? I'm the center. I want to be happy, right? When you are, that's another level of pride that you carry. I want to be happy. I want to be the center of everything. If I am not happy, then nobody is happy, right? You have that tendency. You start judging people in line with you. See, if you don't like something, then immediately you look to people who also don't like it. Then you try to make a gang out of it, right? And then you want to declare it that no, this is not right, this is right, this is right. That is all nothing but arrogance. That you are the center of the universe. You are the center of the universe. More focus on that aspect. Humility doesn't lie there. And staying in satsang, you can't cheat Krishna. Because Krishna is in your heart. You can't tell that, I am humble. Krishna knows how humble we are. In fact, Krishna knows me more than anybody. Definitely Krishna knows me how humble I am. Everybody likes to cheat, isn't it? Duryodhana also wanted to cheat Krishna. Many ways he wanted to cheat. Actually, trying to cheat his devotees. See, you try to cheat Krishna, sometimes he accepts to be cheated also. But when you try to cheat his devotee, he's not going to cheat quite. See, one of the incidents, you all know that Draupadi, when she was being disrobed in open Rajya Sabha, it was a very gory incident. Even in today's day and time, you will never see such incident happening. But it was a time, at the end of Dwapar Yuga, when still religious principles are so high, and she was ordered to be disrobed, to be removed, all the clothes have to be removed. That was a great insult on Draupadi. It was a great insult on Pandavas also. Krishna appeared. Krishna had to appear. Krishna was definitely not happy with what Kaurava did. And what did all the other 99 brothers of Duryodhana do in the fall? They were seeing. They did not close their eyes. They were seeing. One of them objected. What is the person's name? Vikram. He is not Dhritarashtra's Gandhari's son. He is Dhritarashtra's another wife, sir. His cousin brother. Yeah, he's not directly a son of. So basically, when Draupadi was being insulted, everybody looked, nobody tried to help her. You think Krishna did not see all that? You think Krishna will not retaliate? So I recently was hearing from one very nice Vaishnava Acharya. He was telling, he's very funny, please hear this. So he was telling that after that incident, there was something left in the Rajya Sabha. Can anyone tell what was left? A pile of sari was left. Right? Just imagine, sari produced out of chanting the holy names of Krishna, and sari produced out of his blessing. Krishna is blessing and the sari is being produced. How many want such kind of sari? Huh? Isn't it? It is most beautiful sari. Very beautiful. It was so soft. The Acharya was explaining that people they would just keep their hand on it and it would just melt in their hands. It's hard to explain the kind of cloth it was made of. It was made out of Krishna's imagination. Just imagine, the sari was not ordinary. It was not like produced and Krishna ordered it there. No. Krishna was producing it, and the design, everything that came out was Krishna's mind in it. So the whole pile of sari was left in the Rajya Sabha. So all the 99 brothers, including Duryodhana, all the 100 brothers' wives, they came and they took that sari. We want that sari. And what they did? So much sari actually, so much, not like little. Duryodhana, Dushasana literally maybe five rooms like this. We not pulling it. Finally he had to fall, saying, I can't pull any more sari. And Dushasana was not like an ordinary person. He was Mahabalashali, he was a very strong guy. And he fell down saying, I can't pull sari. So you can imagine how much sari would have pulled. Right? The whole sari was piled in the room. And they came and they started taking, this is my portion, this is my portion, my portion, like that. And they removed all their wardrobes. They said that, whatever was there, other sari, in the saris, they threw everything out and they kept only this sari. Right? So they only had the sari made by Krishna right, in their wardrobe. So then came another event in the Rajya Sabha when the whole assembly of kingdom came and Pandavas were already in the exile and it was being celebrated in a way inside the kingdom, and all of them wore that sari and came. All the wives of 100 brothers. You know what Krishna did? No sari. We were explaining, Duryodhana wanted to make Draupadi naked and insult her. All the Kaurava wives got insulted at once in the Rajya Sabha. They were literally naked. And they could not even go wear another sari because there is no sari in their wardrobe. That Acharya was explaining that, if you mess with Krishna, Krishna has better ways to right, punish you. Huh? If Acharya is speaking, it should. There are many first times we hear. Right? How much of Mahabharata do we really know? Hardly we know anything. Whatever is commercially sellable is good. Anyway, but the essence of the story told by the Acharya is we can't cheat Krishna. And especially we should never cheat devotees. If you cheat devotees, you will be like literally exposed to the whole world and you can't even face it. You'll be so badly treated. So humility is to submit that Krishna, you are the supreme, I am your servant. That is humility. And it should not have any pride in our mind that I am very superior, I am better than some devotee, and judge devotees. No, it's very dangerous. Right? Huh? They never objected when Draupadi was being stripped like that. They were also there in the Rajya Sabha. But this is far worse now. Their pride, their insulted. See, wife is a wife or daughter-in-law is honor of the family. Whole family's honor is gone. When they are treated like that. Anyway, that was, see, get the teaching out of it. Let's not start thinking of something that Krishna can do. Like he brought the saree with the mantra, he removed the saree with the mantra. Finish. Yeah. So let's read the second part. Prabhupada explained non-violence. It's a beautiful explanation of non-violence. Non-violence is generally taken to mean not killing or destroying the body. But actually, non-violence means not to put others into distress. People in general are trapped by ignorance in material concept of life, and they perpetually suffer material pains. So, unless one elevates people to spiritual knowledge, one is practicing violence. One should try his best to distribute real knowledge to the people so that they may become enlightened and leave this material entanglement. That is non-violence. What a definition of non-violence. Everybody thinks violence is what? You beat somebody, you abuse somebody. Prabhupada is going to the main violence that we are doing in ourselves. What is the violence we are doing in ourselves? If you are not serious about your spiritual life, that is the biggest violence, Baba. Right? Or you decrease somebody else's seriousness in spiritual life. Just think about it. How violent can you be? Somebody else is progressing in spiritual life and you're going into astrology. Take it easy. What is the big deal? Aram se. You know what is it? That is horrible violence. Everybody understand? So, if a Krishna conscious devotee is going forward, he should be very careful interacting with non-devotees. Because non-devotees will pakka come and tell you, right? That's what non-devotees tell, right? When you go to it, why are you going now only? Huh? Like that they speak. We should avoid that association. Because you know what? Krishna is going to punish them. If you stay more time there and you get affected, you think Krishna will spare those people? He will not spare those people. They will be ruined because they have contributed to the fall down of a devotee. Because that is the highest violence. The only violence on this planet, in this universe, is to not become Krishna conscious. That is the only violence. So now you tell me how many people are violent in this society? 99.99% people are violent. What is the violence? They are not becoming Krishna conscious. They are not serious about spiritual life. Let's take it easy. करेंगे आराम से करेंगे अभी क्या कहोगे how many years have come to satsang? 1 year कहोगे 1 year बहुत हो गया 4 माला बहुत है 4 look at me 16 mala 6 years you can take 5 years also. What is it? What are you doing? What are you thinking? You know, Krishna consciousness is such an emergency that there is no question of waiting. Are you ready to die tomorrow? Tomorrow, are you ready to die? It can be any day. This can be your last satsang, by the way. And don't be surprised. This can be your last. This is the last class. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? I want to be ready. Seriously, I want to be ready. When you are going back to Krishna, the last satsang is the best satsang. Like Indra Prabhu says, your last round should be the best round of your chanting. Your last satsang should be the best satsang. You are enthusiastic when you are dying, not morose. In Krishna consciousness, completely enthusiastic. Okay, Prabhu, what are you doing? Okay, I'm learning Karta. Oh, what are you doing? I'm learning Mridanga also. Okay, next what? I'm going to do next thing also. I'm going to do. In that state, if you die, there is some hope there. And just imagine dying. Prabhu, I can what is it? Yamudutta also will be confusing. It is Kadispa, not Kadispa. Where this fellow belongs? Enthusiasm is life in Krishna consciousness. And I'm telling you, if you are enthusiastic right now, hold it. And when you are not, take 10 people along with you. I'm planning to start. Yes, Chaitanya Charitamrita reading club. Starting every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. Just conference call, we're just going to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. You know why I'm starting that? Because I'm not doing. I need some company. So forcefully putting yourself, committing yourself, then only some result will come. Isn't it? So me and my children started 9 to 9:30, Lilananda. You already started. So I'm really praying that they should continue. Right? So we have to force ourselves so that we don't commit violence against ourselves. And what is violence? To allocate any time other than spending with devotees. That is violence. You should work only to meet your hand to mouth. What is it? So, no, to keep your body, to maintain your body, you should work. You know, Prabhupada explains in Lilananda, Prabhuji was explaining about Prabhupada's father's life, Gaur See how India was, just imagine, I'm going to tell you something. Gaur Mohan De's, Prabhupada's father, his daily schedule. How many know this? Anybody? You heard that? What is schedule? No? He would get up at 6 o'clock and he would do puja till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 6 hours he is doing puja. Radha Krishna worship is doing. During that time, Prabhupada is getting up and Prabhupada's brothers they are getting up, they are going to school. Till 12 o'clock he is doing worship. Then he will have prasadam. Then he is a cloth merchant, by the way, cloth merchant. So then he would go to his shop by 1 o'clock. Then 1 to 3 o'clock he will do worship in the shop. 3 o'clock he will open his counter. 3 to 9 o'clock he sells clothes. Then 9 o'clock he will come home. Then 9 to 11 o'clock he will do worship of Krishna. And Prabhupada says that when he is doing worship of Krishna 9 to 11, because of the ring bell, Prabhupada would get up in the sleep because he's already sleeping. Children are already sleeping in the house, 9 o'clock. So they'll get up and they'll go and Prabhupada will sit beside his father and he was doing puja. That's a bit of it. He'll do Radha Krishna puja and 10 o'clock, I think 10:30 something, they'll sleep. Then next day morning, 6 o'clock. So Prabhupada should tell that my father worshipped Krishna all the time. Sometimes he used to sell clothes. Right? I'm telling you, lifestyle was like that in India. And he was happy. Part of Bolik family, extended arm of Bolik family. They were decently having money. Krishna was providing everything. It's not like he had lots of money, decent money. And he was taking care of his wife, his children, happy. There are many people even now, let me tell you, go to Koti, Begum Bazar area. Some merchants, they only appear at 2 o'clock. They come to shop at 2 o'clock. They stay in the shop till 9 o'clock and they go. There is one, okay, I'm not recommending you to go there, but there is one Golgappa fellow. Near Chadarghat. You know Chadarghat, right? I'll not tell exact address. He doesn't give prasadam. I used to go when I was before. Amazing Golgappa. You know what time we open the shop? Every day. 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, that's it. His shop opens at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock he closes the shop. Between that 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, he sells pani puri and puja things. That's it. Happy. That's his shop timing. I'm not saying he's a Krishna devotee, I don't know what it is before and after. But people should know what is life meant for. Right? Life is meant for self-realization and working is for meeting hand to mouth. Like, it should be like I'm maintaining my body and I'm depending on Krishna. That spirit is very, very important. Otherwise, Then if you are also trying to compete in the material world, you also want to be materialistic, you also want to be spiritual. कैसे होगा रे बाबा? Or plan your retirement nicely. Plan your retirement nicely. Sooner or later, try to retire. Earn nicely, get retired nicely. Or be smart, how to make money. How to make money. So, because you don't want to commit violence to yourself. In spite of knowing so much philosophy, if you are still working like a dog, maybe it's a phase, okay, I'm working for a phase, this is a phase now. Okay, that's okay. But after that, what is your plan? How? Don't spend money if you're earning money. You know what? Krishna actually wants all of us back. That is the reason he's giving so much salaries to all of us. Do you realize that? We don't deserve. How many of you feel you really deserve the salary you're getting? I'm not recording this. It is your bosses will not see the video. I am telling you, I don't think I deserve the salary I'm getting. Because I'm not working like so many people who are working. Somebody is driving a rickshaw. That fellow is earning what? 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees a day. How come sitting in the office I'm earning thousands and thousands? Some people's salaries they are earning 20,000 a day. If you really calculate, 30,000 a day. क्या काम किया है 30,000 में? हाँ? कभी चाय पिया, कभी पिलाया? Just look at people how they are earning. Right? Are you really doing all that? Just because you have some educational degree, somehow you pass the interview, you are in the job, you are getting promotion, you are saving your boss's job, he is saying your job. Patting each other, let's save each other. Huh? And you survive it. All this is not happening by fluke. Huh? Let me tell you, it's not happening by fluke. Right. Krishna is giving us that money. Why? So we can save it and retire soon. So you can work for him. But if you are sitting here and thinking, I think my salary increased, now I should buy a big car. Now I should buy a big house. I think now I need a better upgraded mobiles. Right? In the name of Krishna consciousness. No, you saw my mobile, huh? See? 20 cameras are there. 20. You can roll also, it will make a video. Yeah? What are you doing? You are playing with your life. You are playing with your life, Baba. You don't realize that. If you are getting that salary, don't be in the illusion that you are getting it because of your talent. I saw your talent just now. What talent do you have? What talent do you have? Nothing you have. Nothing I have, nothing you have. Save that money. Save that money. Use it to go to yatras. Use it to serve temples. Help the Krishna conscious movement. Bhaiya, this should be your last life. Don't gamble. How many of you are following correlated principle if Really? Tell me the related principles. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. No? If you are not serious in Krishna conscious life, are you not gambling? Are you not gambling? You are nicely gambling your life only. What to speak of 20 rupees or 40 rupees, 100 rupees? You are gambling your life, Re Baba. If one satsang, you are not coming in what? How much percentage of month you are gambled? Tell me. 20% gambling only. Hey, you are gambling. When you see white skin, immediately, good skin. That's not meat eating. Huh? Indirectly, meat eating only. Your skin disease. You are still attracted. You are attracted to opposite sex. You are attracted to skin. Right? You are attracted to lust or desires. Do you really think you are following correlated principles? You are nowhere near correlated principles. Don't even think that we are following. Superficially, we are following. How many Ravanas in this room are there when they don't only when Sita enters? Until Sita came, Ravana also was a very nice husband of Mandodari. As soon as he saw Sita, okay, Ravana, right? There is a Ravana sitting inside all of us. All of us. Most important, if you're not serious in spiritual life, those in months, we're going to lose a lot. We'll miss the boat. What more can Krishna do? Tell me. और क्या करेगा तुम्हारे लिए? सोचो. ये hall भी दे दिया. This hall is also arranged so you can have this session here. Little bigger hall, bigger house. We have to become serious. That is, we don't want to commit violence. And we don't want to commit violence against others who are progressing in spiritual life. If there is somebody chanting more number of rounds, try to go and sit with him and you also learn to chant. Right? If somebody is reading more, sit down, read with him. We have to somehow bring Krishna in every day of our life. Krishna cannot be only Sunday evening. Especially for grahasthas. Especially for grahasthas. If grahasthas are not serious enough, they get drifted away like this. Brahmacharis can be still hold it in the temple. Because they are in a very, very controlled environment. Freedom, right? How many of you have to report your salary to your parents? How many are reporting? Grateful. Really? You reporting? Hare Krishna. You're also reporting. Parents or wife? Huh? No one, you're not. Self. See, I'm telling you, just imagine we have 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh in our hands. What can we do? What nonsense you can do? Right? Money is in your hands. If you're not regulatedly living your life, you can do anything. In the name of Krishna, you can get diverted in a different direction altogether. Right? You can go in a different direction in the name of Krishna. That is called Maya. Right? Prabhuji, I want a big house so I can have more satsang. Kitna bada? 5 bedroom chahiye. Bedroom kai ke liye? Hall chahiye tere ko. Satsang ko hall chahiye. Bedroom kai ke liye? In the name of Krishna. You go any direction. To be very careful. Association is very important. Otherwise, you don't know what you will do with that money. The money is there in your control. Right? Very dangerous. We go to the next one. Tolerance. Prabhupada is actually a beautiful explanation. You should read them. Bhagavad Gita is what Krishna spoke, but what Acharyas told is very, very important. What is tolerance? Tolerance means that one should be practiced to bear insult and dishonor from others. How many of us are ready to be insulted? If you're ready. Nobody? You're going to teach Telugu? How many are ready to be insulted? None of us are ready to be insulted. But will we be insulted? Are we being insulted? Yesterday we got insulted. Yeah. If one is engaged in the advancement of spiritual knowledge, there will be so many insults and much dishonor from others. This is expected because material nature is so constituted. Even a boy like Prahlad, who only 5 years old, was engaged in the cultivation of spiritual knowledge, was endangered when his father became antagonistic to his devotion. The father tried to kill him in so many ways, but Prahlad tolerated him. So there may be many impediments to making advancement in spiritual knowledge, but we should be tolerant and continue our progress with determination. We should be very, very tolerant. We should be determined. Because who are going to insult us royal monkeys? Devotees only will insult. Whole Sunday are devotees only. Who will insult? Parallel to chancing is there. Devotees only will insult. And what is the most painful insult? when you are misunderstood by devotees. Very painful. After getting it, isn't it? When you are misunderstood by devotees, when your intentions are misunderstood by devotees, very painful. And who are the people who get badly affected? Who are proud of their devotion. Right? When you are very proud that I am doing some great things in satsang, and one devotee comes and says, Prabhuji, why did you do? You don't know. What are you telling? I am doing everything correctly only. No, Prabhuji, actually, you know what you. No, I know what to do. You do your service. I'll do my service. Right? Because you're proud of what you're doing in satsang. That's very dangerous. Right? Literally, if you really see how vulnerable situation I am, or you are, in devotional life, we are dealing with fire. Right? We can simply lose our tolerance. And if you lose tolerance on a devotee, your spiritual life is gone. Finished. No matter what service you are doing, right? No matter what you have done in life, your tolerance is gone. But Krishna wants to make sure that he wants to claim all of us back. And not only us, Krishna wants to take our entire family with us. Right? So how tolerant we should be dealing with our family also. I'll tell a small story. In Vrindavan, once there was a very famous hunter. Very famous hunter. So he went to Himalayas. And he found a very unique bird. Very, very unique bird. Multicolored bird. And that bird is not known or seen by anybody. Rarely it appears in Himalayas. So he saw that bird, the hunter. And luckily he saw. People talk about that bird, but nobody has seen that bird. But he saw that bird. Immediately captured that bird in Himalayas. And then he thought he can sell that bird. Then if I sell that bird, he'll get money. But then he thought, why should I sell that bird? I can as well display that bird and make more money. I can show that bird and make it do some dance or make it fly in front of people and I can make more money instead of selling it. So he brought that bird to Vrindavan. Then he was showing, one after the other show he was showing. So Nanda Maharaj and all the Brajavasis were sitting and looking at the bird. They were all amazed. Where did he get this bird from? So immediately the bird will fly. And immediately the bird will come back. Right? So he's doing that, all the gimmicks, all the Brajavasis are seeing like that. And suddenly that person saw a little boy is running and coming to see that bird. Right? From far off he's running. Hey, bird. Krishna. He runs and comes. He directly sits in the lap of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj is the king of Nanda Maharaj, right? He's the king of Brajavasis. So he sees, who is this boy? He's directly coming and sitting in the king's lap. Right? So he sees this boy is special. And then Krishna looks at that person and he says, why are you tying that bird? No, remove that rope, he says. And that person is shocked because many people are sitting at a decent distance. Nobody can see the thread. Actually, when he says shh, he is pulling the thread, the bird is trying to fly. When he is pulling it, it's coming back. Nobody is able to see the thread. Only Krishna could see the thread. He said, how come this boy saw the thread? How come he is able to find out that I'm actually tying the bird? And there it got. Then he went to Krishna. And how did he know about the rope? Nobody can see. Then Krishna looked at Nanda Maharaj, and Nanda Maharaj understood Krishna's heart. He said, I think my son wants that bird. Very good. So the bird went told, okay, I can give the bird, but it makes me so much business. Every day I'm earning so much in each village. I don't have to do any more hunting. This one bird is enough for me. Whole life I can live showing this bird. That time, Nanda Maharaj, what he did? He said, okay, bring entire khajana because Krishna likes it. Whatever money we have, selling butter and selling milk, get all that money. So I was shocked, "Arey, what kind of a village is this? Just to fulfill the desire of one small boy, they're ready to empty their house. So they brought like thousands of gold coins. Whatever treasure they had, they brought. Right? Whatever treasure they had, they brought. And they gave it to that person. And Nanda Maharaj told, is this enough? Or you want more? That birdman was so happy. Wow, this is very nice. He said, take the bird. And immediately Krishna took that bird. Bird was very happy. And looking at Krishna's love for that bird, the bird was amazed. How much this boy likes me. The whole village is given so much money for me. It was so amazing. And the bird was happy. And Krishna asked, so do you want to stay here? The bird said, I want to be in Vrindavan. I don't want to be anywhere. Then Krishna asked, but you are coming from Himalayas, right? The bird said, yes, I'm coming from Himalayas. So yeah, who else lives in Himalayas? The bird said, my wife and my children also live in Himalayas. Then Krishna says, okay, you go and bring your wife and children also. Then only you'll be happy. Go. And just imagine, few minutes before, the whole wealth of Raj was given to this person to take that bird, and Krishna just took it and left that bird. Said, go get your family. Right? So Acharya explained from this story that how much Krishna wants us to be happy with our family also. Krishna doesn't just want us. He wants everybody we want also to come along with us. Right? Krishna, he just sent the bird saying, go get your family. And the bird was so happy. Oh, he cares for me so much. And the bird actually went. It brought its wife and child also to Vrindavan. Right? So we also should know as Grahasthas, it's not that renouncing and leaving our wife and children in vulnerable condition, I go to Krishna. He will not take you. He will go, no, she is not a good lady. No. You have to bring your wife. It's your beauty. Na guru na sasya, na sujano na sasya, na pati na janani na sasya. Right? You are responsible to take your family also. And that is when Krishna will be very happy. And Krishna sent that family. So we have to be tolerant in our life, for instance, even within the family, even within the satsang. You can't go and tell Krishna, 80% people in the satsang are not serious. I am the serious person. Take me. Krishna will tell, no, go get them. They are also part of your satsang. You have to bring them. They also will be happy when you bring them. Are you all following? Yeah. Any questions? Yeah.
Tolerance to water. Somebody is trying to insult us. Somebody is trying to insult the Dharma, the religion, they talk bad about our rituals, culture. So this is not.
No, I'm talking about Bible.
Here it is like, or father, mother, brother. Maybe not everybody thinks of it. Do you think it's fine?
See, we should have a plan in life. We should have a plan in life until when we are going to serve in a certain way. After that, however, we go to serve. We want to take our family and go together. There's no doubt about it. But if family becomes a complete impediment, which is even stopping you, then you have to consult your guru. Sit down and talk to the situation. What should I do? Don't take individual decisions. Never. In all circumstances, right? Go consult your guru, take the right advice, and then do the right thing. Ramanujacharya also consulted his guru. When his wife was insulting Vaishnavas at one point, he was insulting Vaishnavas. He called Kanchi Purna to eat. And Ramanujacharya's wife told, wow, you are a Shudra, how can I feed you? Even before Ramanujacharya came, I think she threw his remnants. Ramanujacharya invited him so he can eat the remnants of Kanchipurna. And she threw the remnants. And she was making new food to Ramanujacharya. What about the remnants? I threw them. From that time, Ramanuja understood. Then he went and he spoke, he discussed, then he made the decision. Okay, now I am to do something great in life. But he is Ramanuja, he is not Ramanuja. So we need to consult. Whole world is like that, you know. Nobody is favorable to devotion. But I've seen one thing: if we are sincere to our practice, no, eventually people will follow us. Family and parents, everybody will follow. I have not seen parents who have been forever, you know, angry with their children because they practice in Krishna consciousness. I have not seen so far.
We should apply the same logic to the extent.
Huh?
We should apply the same logic to the extent.
Excellent, now उतना time नहीं अपने पास. Mama, Chicha, Chinnana, Pinni, very good. There is a limit of 2G. You're not, you don't have Dashavatar, right? You go and expand and you satisfy this family, that family, that family. But time there, can't. Already Sunday you have no completed to it. Only Saturday we have. Saturday also, God knows what idea will be. Wednesday evening also gone. Right? Prabhuji is already pulling everybody for help. One Saturday also is not sparing. No? So then we have to do Vrindavan class also, practice also now. Yeah, okay, the capacity gathering. Practice. Where is the time? There is no time. Extended family will come and tell, I don't know what you are practicing. Who is asking? Thank you very much. Time will cross my finish. We don't have to structure too much. See, every Sunday morning, one villain will come. That villain will be your uncle's son or your mama's brother. Some villain will come. You should recognize that is villain. Villain, Raki ala Retra. Sikkubadu vision. Sikkubadu ante avaru khadam finish. Violence. That is the violence spoke, right? Gambling with your life. For whom? Are you serious? I mean, how many people are going to cry at your body? Tell me. Formality signal. Recently, my co-brother's mother, she passed away. Nobody was crying. Nobody was crying. People don't have time to cry also. Just like, go, may this happen in this one. Right? Communically. She died only 2 hours now. Communically. इसको पहले निकाल दो. They don't even allow the family to cry now because they have too much time we have spent. So what relatives are you talking? Not good. The only person who should be related to you is the one related to Krishna. That's it. These are the only people who matter. Remaining all are not your villains. You should give them a chance. Come to KC, come and practice with you. I'm not interested. When you come to Krishna consciousness, 50% relatives leave you automatically. Judana 50% relatives leave you as soon as you come to KC. Remaining 50 you leave. Okay, where are relatives? My relatives are not calling me, you know this. It's been almost 6 years now. And I also don't care, you know. What is the big deal? What am I going to do? Relative means what? Is related to you. In what way? Think about it, meditate. What way is related to you? Are you sharing the same compound wall? Some same property? What are you sharing? What is he going to talk to you when he comes to your home? Next time your relative comes, just go and sit in front of him like this. See what he'll talk. Actually doesn't have anything to talk. But all of us, when we sit, what will you talk? Bhagavad Gita will talk. Goal of life will talk. How we want to get out of here will talk. How we want to come out of the clutches will talk. How we want to become more focused in Krishna consciousness will talk. Right? How we want to save each other will talk. I keep checking who is not coming to satsang now. Okay? Because one person is less. See, all this satsang is going to save me one day. If I am running away, you all will call. Satsang is to save me, not to save you. One day I will be running away. You must lampan bastu na spiritual life lo పట్టుకోవాలి గట్టిగా పట్టుకోవాలి రోజు పక్కన బాగానే లేదు కిసి కూడా పక్కన if I am telling somebody to start preaching his word to save him, not that he will go and save 10 people. Whoever is vulnerable to run away, best service will start preaching. Because he will go and tell 10 people. That 10 people will catch him and he says, Mama, let me see. Mother, Mala, please let me buy you are कहीं हिंदी समझ में आएगा मम हो गया फिर आसो अरे कृष्ण okay this is expected because metal nature is so constituted even a boy like Prahlad was insulted. What qualities Prahlad had? Do we have even one quality of Prahlad? Prahlad also was insulted. You know, his father used to plan for his death every morning. Mama, good morning. Okay, you need some tea. That kind of father he had. आज जब पैसे मारने वाला, no problem पिताजी. बोलो किधर खड़े रहना. वो mountain पे खड़ा हो जाओ आगे धक्का देगा. Okay. That kind of son, even he was humiliated and insulted. What are we? Right? Already 50% we are doing to insult others. Remaining 50% they are reacting to our insults. Right? So we should be very tolerant. Very tolerant. There is one very good godbrother of mine, Krishna consciousness. His wife is very difficult to understand. I have many times I told him, you are made for each other. Right? I mean, nobody can understand her. Only that fellow can understand. I can't describe more than this. Right? So one day, see, I mean, the flight was at 5:15. 6:15. The flight is at 6:15. They should be in airport by 5:15 at least. They should leave from home at 4:30, 4:15. She told, we will take a group photo. And once the children will wake up, we'll take a group photo. And my children will wake up at 5:30. And she told, we will take a group photo, then only leave. I want Lilananda's full family, then only we'll leave. I had to drop them. I was getting shivering. What is this? What craziness is this? You should be in airport by 5:30. No, that's okay. What will happen? Flights get delayed sometimes. And I was looking at that fellow. You know what was he doing? Lilananda. Huh? Yeah. I'm telling you a real incident. Huh? Then I spoke to him. You know, afterwards I spoke to him. He told, Prabhu, in Krishna consciousness, no, he told me. I told him, inside tolerance is children. What kind of tolerance is this? I can't imagine. Finally, by the way, I told her, I woke up both the children. I said, now here are the faces, take the picture. Take it and go. I can't take this anymore. I pushed them out at, 4:45. Made them breathe by 5:15. Then I breathed. Man, so after all that, while I was taking him down, I asked him, How did you get so much tolerance? It's a beautiful thing he told. Actually amazing. It's not funny. I told, Prabhu, I have made a decision that I will make this work. He made a decision that he will make it work. That's it. Because I don't want bad name to go to proper society. I have made a decision to make it work. That's it. Now let the whole world tell that my Guru ka gulam. Let the whole world say I am a useless fellow, meaningless husband. Let my false ego kill me every day for how I am subduing it. But I am okay with it because I want to make it work. When he told me that, I got goosebumps. That is Grahasthashram, no? We have to make it work. We have to make it work. There is no discussion. There is no other option, huh? By the way. There is no other option. कोई option नहीं है. Option दिखेंगे, नहीं है. No option. We have to make it work. If that means our false ego is crushed by a partner, even if it is 6 o'clock flight, 5:50 we are in the house. What is your answer? Yes, no. I'm telling you, that was a peak. And I know him very well. And she's also very dear God sister to me. I look at both of them, wonderful family. Right? They have 2 children, all nice. But the person is like that. You can't, some people you can't work with, but he has married her. And she's wonderful, but then he has to make it work. And he told, I'm making it work. That's it. That's my decision. How many have the guts to make that decision? Tell me that. It's a decision. That's it. I'm going to make it work. Are you going to be in the satsang forever? Yes, I'm going to make it work. No matter 90% of the satsang might be against, 90% of satsang might misunderstand me. I will make it work. Because it's my promise to Prabhupada that I will not leave this corner. It's my property. Can we all make that promise? We will not leave this corner. Whatever happens, we will not leave International Society of Krishna Consciousness because it's Prabhupada's body. Prabhupada told, this is my body, this one is my body. I don't want any one of you to leave. Whatever happens, I will not leave chanting. Whatever happens, I will not leave chanting. It's there in you. I will not break the 4 regulative principles. Does it mean there is no struggle? There will be struggle. There will be struggle. There will be fall downs. There will be difficult days. But I will go through it. I'm not going to give up. Right? And that association which keeps you going on is the most treasuresome thing in your life. And if you're reminded that every week if you're reminded that, then you're in right hands. Don't take spiritual life for granted. Never ever take it for granted. Let it become more and more difficult to manage, but let it be there. Don't try to go out of it. Don't try to find alternatives. Right? And try to be goal oriented. Keep your own goals. Subharam Prabhu is going to tell some goals after some time. Right? Yeah, keep your own goals. How many did not have Rath Yatra in your society? Lift your hand. Why are you living in that society? Live. Use the society. How many want to have Rath Yatra in next year? Yes, now you can live in the society. Take it. Yes. Our Rath can go to Shamshabad also. Haribol. Loesh Prabhu and Haripriya Mataji wonderfully celebrated, and with the help of Akinchan Prabhu and few families, it's a great Janmashtami festival. Haribol. Yes, we all celebrated Janmashtami. It's a grand day. It was not easy. So many families supported each other. Where is Mani Mataji? What society live in? Unfortunate hours. There is no Rath Yatra only. Next year, even you should plan Rath Yatra. Yes or no? Yes. Put pressure, no problem. 9 days, the Rath should be busy morning till late, morning till late. Isn't it? See, now because of COVID and so many reasons, anyway, now we are not going to too many yatras. Let's put leave for 9 days. Mana pane ogati. Society, Rath Yatra. Distribute prasadam, do distribution. Attack all societies. Is that a good idea? Yes, become crazy. Picture like what? No, you should become like that. Right? That is Krishna consciousness. Become more and more. Commit yourself more than you can take. Then you make. Very good. Okay. That is tolerance. Simplicity. Can anyone define what is simplicity? We'll end with this. Prashad, I'm ready, everyone? Huh? We'll end here with this. Everybody looks tired. Yeah, what is the time? 8 o'clock. What should we stop now? Huh? Simplicity? Simplicity is not simple, let me tell you. Don't tell me date 45, what did you do? Give Makuru the Lilananda. What is that? Anyway, we'll read it. Let's read it. Simplicity means that without diplomacy, one should be so straightforward that he can disclose the real truth even to an enemy. Look at the purport of Prabhupada. The Prabhupada's heart. I'm going to read it again. God did not focus. Simplicity means that without diplomacy, one should be so straightforward that he can disclose the real truth even to an enemy. As for acceptance of the spiritual master, that is essential, because without the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master, one cannot make progress in spiritual science. One should approach the spiritual master with all humility and offer him all services so that he will be pleased to bestow his blessings upon the disciple. Because a bona fide spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. If he bestows any blessing upon his disciple, that will make the disciple immediately advance without the disciples following the regulative principles. Or the regulative principles will be easier for one who has served the spiritual master without reservation. In simple words, simplicity means throw your intelligence in the dustbin. Your spiritual master's instructions is your intelligence. That's all. It's all revolving around spiritual master. Simplicity means to be ready to hear what is good for you. Without any reservation. Without any reservation. प्रभु जी आप जो बोले मेरे को अच्छा लगा इसलिए तो बोला अच्छा लगेगा तो बोलेंगे क्या पढ़े Because the bona fide spiritual master is a representative of Krishna, if he bestows any blessing upon the disciple, then make the disciple immediately advance without the disciples following the regular means. He is going to give you the mercy, which is going to come beyond your own level of purity. It doesn't say don't follow the regular rule. It says that is capable of giving you mercy even when you are not following the regular rule. For example, what is that hunter's name? Mazari. He was not only not following regulative principles, he was creating a new regulative principle of not killing, half killing. Right? But Narad Muni's mercy was so great, his spiritual master Narad Muni, that even without following the regulative principle, he became a devotee. Directly made him a devotee. He didn't tell that practice this and I will come. Directly made him. Direct instruction he gave. He became a devotee. So regulative principles, practice of regulative principles are important for a sadhaka, but you should understand Guru's mercy is beyond that. So simplicity means simple words. Simplicity means to follow the instruction of spiritual master and to take whatever comes from Guru is for our ultimate good. Yes, Guru. TPC. TPC you have to apply. Simplicity means that without diplomacy, one should be straightforward to disclose the real truth even to an enemy. What to speak of a devotee? For example, a devotee is struggling. Right? For example, if a devotee is struggling, are you going to help him or are you just going to leave him there? But help him. But your help should not be in such a way that you leave satsang only. Right? Rajam Prabhu gave a very nice example. He told there is something called being right and there is something called beyond being right. He told very beautifully explained. I'll tell you the example. There was one wise devotee, right? There was one wise devotee and in the voice center. So he was going out on the road and suddenly he saw one more wise boy standing in the theater line, and some adult movie was going on in the theater. So he was standing in the line. Did I tell you the example? Okay, you didn't hear. Anyway, hear it again. So, the point is, he saw that boy standing in the theater. Now, he immediately called the boy's mother just to make sure that it is that boy or not. Because he wants to make sure. So he called, Auntie, oh, आपका बेटा किधर है? ना को picture देखने गए. अलग करो. पक्का, confirmed, right? And then he came to the voice center, and there was a senior brahmachari sitting there. He went to the senior brahmachari and told Prabhu, I have seen that Prabhu in that theater. He is violating the regulatory principles. He is directly going to that movie. So the brahmachari asked, are you sure you saw him? Was it him only? Prabhu, I know you'll ask this question. I called his mother also. And Pakka confirmed, he's him only, he's standing in the theater. So he said, okay, tomorrow I'll talk to him. Don't worry. Just leave the matter there. So next day morning, he called that boy. That brahmachari called that boy. Prabhu, have you gone to a movie yesterday? You know, someone told me that you were in the theater. Then immediately, no, I never went to any movie. No, I didn't go. Who told you? I can talk to him whoever he is. No need. You don't like it, did not know, that's okay. Let's see the matter. He left it there. And later on, the boy became serious in KC, then he got initiated in the initiative work. And many years later, he came and asked, just out of conversation. So, Prabhu, did you go to the movie? Just like that. He just laughed and said nothing. Right? But there is a very big lesson in this. See, the objective of him asking that boy whether he has gone to the movie is just to tell him that we are vigilant. We are vigilant. We can know what you are doing. That was the objective, not to threaten him. People immediately told, as soon as the 2 minutes. His mother ka phone laga. Like we can make A and B matter, A is equal to B, B is equal to C, C is equal to D. Pura dabba ban gaya to mar gaya. But what is the result of that? The boy will run away from the voice center. These people are James Bond. I can't live here. Full investigation is going. I can't live here. That fellow would have left Krishna consciousness. So just because you found out some devotee is struggling, doesn't mean you have to humiliate him. All you have to tell the devotee, we are there for you. We are there for you. Don't worry. You are going through a difficult time, we are there for you. At the same time, tell that this is important also. You don't have to be correct. There is something called beyond correct also. There is something called beyond correct. You are correct, but there is something beyond correct. That is to accept and make sure that the devotee continues in Krishna consciousness. We don't have to create a situation where he leaves, he doesn't have a choice, there is no breathing space on him. But at the same time, you should be very clear on what is right, what is wrong. That is simplicity. That brahmachari was practicing simplicity. Yeah? Simplicity means that without diplomacy, one is straightforward. That you can disclose the real truth even to an enemy. But doesn't mean that you treat him like an enemy. You have to tell the truth. But you have to be Buddha. Balance karna padega. Isn't it? Are we not struggling with the senses? How many here are not struggling? We are all struggling. Are you not struggling with the chanting? We are all struggling. Literally, even now I see some people. My humble request, don't chant in satsang. That is Namaprada. While you are hearing, don't chant. After that, you chant. No problem. Go home, sit down and chant. Right? You can always find that 1 hour before sleep. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Yeah. The other day, me and my wife went and met Radhesham Prabhu. So I went and admitted Radhesham Prabhu that probably I'm not finishing the rounds in the morning. Then he told me, Prabhu, you are knowingly and unknowingly you are playing a leadership role. If you don't finish your rounds before going to work, what standard you are setting for the people who are trying to follow? You should chant your rounds. So what time you are finishing? 10:30, 11 sometimes. No. What time you are sleeping here? Probably sometimes 11, 11:30, 12. No. 10 o'clock you should sleep. 10 o'clock, my wife was like, much time. Very soon. Okay. See, you can't lie in front of your teacher. Should be whatever it is. He said, I told, okay, probably tomorrow onward 10:30. I need till 10:30. I told 10 o'clock. You already increased half an hour. Then you know what I told? Because I actually wanted to email to you. One day I got an email at 10:40 or something. After doing it 10:40 in the night, I wanted to reply, but then I got busy and did not. If I see your email after that time, I'll call you. Thank you. Does it mean I should sleep late but not email you? It's not to get mine. But whom am I cheating? See, at the end of the day, whom am I cheating? My Shiksha Guru's words might be harsh on me. But did he tell anything that is not good for me? So is he practicing simplicity? Pakka is practicing simplicity. In front of senior acharyas, it doesn't matter what temple you constructed for Krishna, it doesn't matter. You know what you like. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Bhakti Charu Maharaj, so nicely to learn. Somebody with a chair to prove. You have a chair? Yeah. Bhakti Charu Maharaj, once he told his disciples, he told, I don't want you to do any projects, just sit down and chant properly. I want you to finish your rounds, quality rounds. I want you to become a devotee. First you become a devotee. That's the only purpose you are here. Then you talk about projects and all that. I construct this temple, I do preaching, I'll make a Rath Yatra, I do this, I do that. First, are you a devotee? Are you practicing devotional service? Right? Sometimes we have to sit down and sincerely, put an effort towards our sadhanas. We have to. And then, of course, struggles are there. Struggles are there. I'm telling you, all of us are born in this much passion. In the Rajo, in the Tamo, in the problem will be there. But then we have to somehow assess and be sincere in front of each other. Or if you're not having a very close relationship with each other, what will happen? We should have one friend in satsang with whom we should be able to discuss all this. Openly go and tell. Mataji can have a Mataji friend, Prabhuji can have a Prabhuji friend. Go and tell that, I'm struggling, Mataji, I'm not able to chant. My rounds are not. Okay, so Mataji, let us try. Somehow or other, let us improve. I'm not able to follow the regulated principle. Okay, I'm there with you. So somewhere you should admit it, and somewhere you should try to work on it. That gives you the empowerment. Sincerity is very important. Then you will make it. That is simplicity. Simplicity means to admit that I am in trouble. I am in trouble. Nobody is in trouble here. है नहीं है. सच्ची में? Then you should work on it. You should work on it. Please let me tell you. Please take your family along with you. Don't leave your families away. And listen to your family also. Right? Listen to your family also. Because you don't want to be standing at the end of the road alone. Of course, every family situation can be different. Right? But you should put your best effort. If Krishna comes in front of you and says, "Where is your family?" Well, yeah, my family, I have put my 100%. And Krishna should also know that you have put your 100%. Take your family along in all services. Okay, so thank you very much for your audience today. I know you had a long day. Still, I somehow, did the class also at the end of it. So we'll try to finish this verse. There are beautiful other things related to knowledge, cleanliness, steadiness, right? False ego, many things. Lord Krishna speaks about Janma Mrityu, coming out of the self-realization. Beautiful verse actually. Study verse number 8 to 12. We will discuss this and we will help each other. Any questions? Mataji's, Prabhuji's? About anything at all, not only this verse, but anything related to satsang. So, I am asking one small help from all of you. Try to find a hall in your locality and call me. I'll come and see. Try to find a hall which we can rent. I think it's high time we have a small center. Even if it's moving center, that's also. But a place which you can book, which is reasonably priced. Right? I will also try, like in my own Krishi, I am able to find that hall for 7,000 rupees. We have enough funds actually. Decently, we have, I'm not saying we are very rich, but we have decent funds in the satsang which we can use. All of us are contributing like 1,500,000. Each family is giving. Srigopal, where is the finance minister? Yeah, very good. He's the most non-looking finance minister. Yeah, per day. Per entire day. But if I book all the Sundays, the society will kill you. So there is only one. Rent an apartment. Think about it. Really think about it. But we need a place. We need a big hall. At least we need a big hall where we can conduct our satsangs. And the hall better be in this locality. So there is a group already told me, he's going to show me something. But that's little far the people are coming from this side. But still I'm going to see that, let us see. It's okay if it's a little expensive, that's okay. 7,000, 8,000 a week, which is like around 24, 20, 30,000 a month. We are almost 100 people now. Right? We can easily figure that out. We can make a virtual temple. Each week, one family can bring their deities. We all can do Aarti also together. Lower Aarti also can attend. Let us do it. And we are anyway doing Budanga practice there, Kathal practice there. Right? So please start looking into that. Next week, anyway, we are doing in Praveen Prabhu's house in Lake Breeze, Aparna Lake Breeze, Radhashtami, next Sunday. So don't miss it. We are going to celebrate Radhashtami together. So, sorry. Yeah. So please look for a place like that. We all will look out. Huh? Yeah, it's very expensive. 8,000? Not bad. Actually, you can book that. Yeah, what do you all say? One week here, 1 week there, 1 week here, 1 week there. No, we can put 1 week here, 1 week there, 1 week here, 1 week there. Like that, we can plan for 6 months. That all is also there. But are they okay with so much vinegar? Okay. Yeah, then we already have. How much is that all? Oh, very good. But it's a. How big is it? This much, right? Huh? We did yes, sir, right? Yeah. So I think we already have kind of an answer. So DSR, Avatar, Krishi are all nearby. We can rotate. Huh? So I will get in touch. We'll have a schedule. 3 months in advance, we'll book everything in. So that we can use them. Because we need a hall. I'm seeing that now. We need a hall. So that we can peacefully do, and children also can go out, and in that locality, whoever house is there, we'll do the youth preaching in their house. Let the Kirtane Sadahari happen in the hall. During that time, children can go after the second batch, first batch, they can go and do that house, one of the houses. Small space, 25 children. Yeah? And then we can also do the remaining. Okay, nice. Krishna already gave some solutions. Huh? Also look for other option also. Okay. Look for other option also. Okay. So any other questions, thoughts? Bhagavatam? Yes. So it's the time of the year, huh?
Before the end of the year, we should make a calendar for the entire year next year.
Yeah.
And so that all the classes, events, block and book the timings so people can make plans or
Yeah.
not for your work if you don't go on vacation.
Yeah.
Calendar for the children.
See, one important thing is that please don't mistake me when I'm not pointing anybody here. But festival time, India should not disappear. Janmashtami is the biggest festival that we have. And festival time, unless it's your own brother's marriage or sister's marriage, don't disappear. Right? And try to be available so that you can contribute to what we are doing here. Physical contribution is more important than monetary. Monetary, Krishna will give. But last time we struggled, because literally we were so thin. DCS, it looks to be a big satsang, but literally it became like this much. And we are doing it in 10 communities. And people are literally running pole to post to help each other. We should try to expand a little more nicely. Some festivals, especially the Janmashtami. Janmashtami is a big service, right? You'll please Prabhupada by distributing a lot of books. Lot of books are distributed. And all those communities, we should also start preaching. Anybody likes to preach, I'm telling you the condition is very simple. At least 2 years of 16 hours continuously, minimum. Minimum 2 years of 16 hours continuously you do start preaching. We will assist you, we will help you. We have a team, we will market you, we will try to get people for you, but that's a service. Preaching is not a luxury, it's a service. We have to do in every community. If you don't have a community, let me know. I'll find a community for you. So many empty buildings, no preacher. Right? The goal of the satsang is not you are sitting little hearing to me. That's not the goal. The goal is we have to sit and we have to deliver our part. Right? And youth preaching also, we need many more. It's a different topic, maybe we'll discuss. By the way, very important one, I need help. So, one of the goals that we have is to place Srimad Bhagavatam in every single temple in the city. Every single bona fide temple. Where some Devata is being worshipped or Krishna is being worshipped. But no fake avatars or anything like that. We are not going to put Bhagavatam there. It can be a Shivalayam, it can be a temple where people go. So we have to find out. See, I tell you, whenever I go to train station, every time I look at the bookstall, I see some Vivekananda books. I see some common photographs I see. And often I feel, where is Prabhupada? So much Prabhupada has given, the books are not there. So what we can do is we can make sure that every temple has Bhagavatam. Any temple you go, a day should come where people should ask, there is a temple of this. Right? Let Bhagavatam go to every temple. And then let's wait for Krishna to manifest his plan there. Our job is to keep Bhagavatam. Our job is to keep Bhagavatam. Krishna will have his plan. How, who will read the Bhagavatam and how the Bhagavatam will reach everywhere. We should have that much faith. Right? I'm very appreciative that many in this satsang are donating 1 or 2 Bhagavatams every year to temples. But now I need a list of temples. For that, I want us to divide the entire city into sectors. And one Saturday, you all have to go to your allocated sector, completely, actually, physically visit the temple in that sector, talk to the priest, encourage him, and tell him to come and collect his Bhagavatam set in the ISKCON temple on a certain day. And maintain some touch with that person asking, have you started reading? Can we do that? People will sponsor, don't worry. There are thousands people are there to sponsor 1,000 Bhagavatam sets. Don't worry about that. But we need the place to keep it, a genuine place to keep it. We don't want to give it to random people we don't know. At least we all should have visited, one of us should have visited the place once. Right? So who will take the service of dividing Hyderabad into 50 sectors? Anybody? Nobody? All I want you to do is divide. You're already busy in so many services. Huh? All you have to do is Google Map nikalo. Pura sector is Uppal and what is it? One area beside it, one sector. LB Nagar, one sector. LB Nagar and that Vanasthalipuram, one sector. See the area and try to divide into sectors, right? And send that sectors to me. And then I'll allocate that sector to each one of us. All you have to do, one Saturday morning, pack your lunch, pack your breakfast. Go that area. Go to every gully in that area. Moment you find a genuine temple, go and speak to the priest. That we want you to read Bhagavatam, we will give you the Bhagavatam. Are you ready to read? He might say no, or he might say yes also. He might just want to read Bhagavatam. No problem. Let us give him Bhagavatam. Let's maintain touch. That person can also call them and ask, are you reading? Let's give some motive for them to read. You know what I'm saying? But let us flood all the temples in our twin cities with Bhagavatam sets. Huh? Take a Bhagavatam set with you, by the way. Whoever is going, carry one Bhagavatam. We'll give you the Bhagavatam set. Encourage them, pray for them. That's what you mean. Encourage them and pray for them. Hell, why don't you read it? At least one sloka I can read to the people who are coming. Generally, if you follow up, they'll read. You follow up, they'll read. Actually, see, if you all come up with all the sectors, if you follow up with all the sectors and all the temples which are identified, when I'm going to ask donations from people, I'll ask them which locality your parents live. And they live in Sainikpuri. Yeah, I have 2 temples in Sainikpuri. I have gone to the temple also. Why don't you donate this? In your name, in your locality, the temple will have Bhagavatam. Why don't you go and encourage that priest so that he can read also? So we can make even the donors responsible for encouragement to go and approach. They can make it more local. Like I lived in Alwal, I lived in Gandhinagar, I lived in Santosh, so many localities I lived. So any temples in the locality, I will more than happy to pick up. I'll donate 1 here, 1 there, and I'll go and try to encourage.
Just take the pin code, pick it on the website.
Yeah. See, the problem with Google is it only tells temple is there. We don't know what temple that is. And you don't know how good the temple is being maintained also. Right? We need 250 temples. Market scoping, temple scoping, mercy scoping, whatever you call it. But let us come up with that list. Can somebody take the job of secretary? Yeah. So Raja Ramesh Prabhu, Prabhuji, lowest row. Can you please join together after you share your numbers? Huh? No, you don't have to do now which area. Just I need the full sectors. You sector it. You know, like entire Hyderabad, 50 sectors. And 50 sectors we'll allocate among each other. We'll allocate it. Then the actual hunt will start. Like going and actually searching for the right temple. What kind of temple? The person being worshipped in the temple should at least exist with us. Number one. Then in that temple we'll place a Bhagavatam. We'll encourage it. Okay? Is that okay? And we'll encourage the pujari to come to the temple to collect the Bhagavatam. And we'll create my goal is I want to create a forum of all the pujaris who can receive one lecture from somebody like Radhesha Prabhu once in a month. One conference call we can arrange. Encourage all of them to come. One conference, just to encourage. Here a class. It will be nice. We are exchanging across Sampradayas. No problem. Can we do that? Okay. So let us get the sectors by next week. Let us try to make. Please send me whenever you are ready with it. We can have a separate call before of us, and then we can allocate, and then we can next satsang we can publish it right here, and we can mark who wants to take which area according to various days. Then one of the Saturdays let us mark it. Let us all go find the temples. If it takes 2 Saturdays, no problem. Find all the temples. Speak to the priest. Take a picture with them. Take a small video of the temple. Send it to me. We'll maintain a database. And when somebody wants to donate a Bhagavatam, and tell, here is your temple, here is the video of the temple. Here is where it will go. Clear and personal. This is where it will be kept. Okay. Huh? You can do that? Very good. So Bhagavatam prizes probably is not there. You okay?
Hare Krishna. So before this, I just want to share one small experience.
Yes.
So a couple of years ago, I didn't know sent to my school. Last week I was there in the school, and I keep on asking, are you reading? So last week we told you, this year, all the Islam prizes, context and Bhagavad Gita came to our school.
Very good.
So they are reading basically. Some of the teachers are reading the stories, and telling the stories. Prepared for all the Islam diabetes collection out of competitions, and all these people followed what is in the book, and they got all the prizes. What they were saying. So somewhere we will do research. So this year, Prabhu should finish Bhadrapurni. Say the prices are valid for the month of September. This year it's a little more tricky compared to last year and every year because paper price in international market has gone up really bad because of all this Ukraine-Russia war. So we have 2 set of prices: the prices for the existing stock versus prices for the new print. So it's little tricky. And the existing stock, there are about 4,000 or 5,000 for the same set of books, but for the existing stock, for our congregation, we were only able to get 5 sets in the 5 only. So the same thing is true for English, but for Telugu it is not. It is for Telugu it is a lot less competitive because it's a seasonal problem. So for Telugu we have little bit of flexibility. But still, for our congregation, we can get like about 100 to 150 books sets with the old price. For English, at max, the old price. So if we are able to pay today for more than 100 sets, then we get that. But today, that's what maximum they really give us basically. So what does it mean? A Telugu set is like 5,500 today with the existing 5,600. But the Telugu new print will be 7,100 once we exhaust the printing. This is again Bhadrapurni pricing. Same thing with the old print is 5,600 and we have 5 sets. 103 sets are taken. We have left with just 2 sets basically. The new print is 7,100. The English new print is 9,100. English print is pretty expensive. That's again Bhadrapurni pricing. Normal pricing will be 10,000 plus. Then same thing with Bengali, 600, Oriya is like 6,000, Oriya new print is 75,000, 7,500. Tamil is like 6,000. Kannada, we don't even know when the new print will come in, the pricing happens. Marathi is like 5,600, other languages, we are not getting anything less than 7,000 or 7,500. So please act fast, get your sets, give your names for the sets. So far we have about 25 sets. We cleared around 25 sets, about 10 Telugu, 10 3 in 10 English. Maximum 25 sets. And another challenge this year is they are not accepting Google Pay. So everything has to go through bank account. Everything has to go through bank account. So I'll send you the details and the prices in the groups today by end of the day. So the sooner you can get sets for your congregation, the easier it is for processing and easier for getting the price. None of these prices include shipping. You will have to pay about shipping if you are sending sets outside Hyderabad. Any questions? Sorry, see, the old prices are long, so many sets with the old prices. The old prices are good for us as long as for those sets basically. So for the first 100 cents in English, the old pricing is good. For first 150 cents in Telugu, the old pricing is good for this congregation. Anything after that, the new pricing comes. Yes, exactly. The sooner we pay, the better it is. Yes. If we supposing if we are able to get all the 100, 150 in the next 2-3 days, then we can again go back and ask for some more the old pricing. If some other congregation who have locked and they are not able to make the payments. First come, first serve.
What I'm saying is,
yeah.
for your congregation and your your mind.
Right.
Block those numbers.
But at least if you commit your numbers, one way or other, we can make it happen. At least commit the numbers. And if you can commit the numbers, it will happen. As Prabhu said, must commit it and make it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. So let's start giving our own numbers first. If we are willing to place in any temple that you know, you can tell us and block. I'm going to tell my numbers probably tomorrow. My personal numbers. Then the new people that we are preaching in Rishi or anywhere, I'll have to still orient them a little more about Bhagavatam. But let me have some guesstimate number that I have in mind. No, this time we are going to do it in November. It's not going to work. We will not have so many commitments so soon. For some reason, this time Bhadrapuram planning has not been done. Yeah. I have not received any positive response. It is not good. We will try to get the Bhagavatam sets, get them signed by Rajesham Pro later. Sometime later. Let them take, but they will have to bring them to temple on that day and get something like that. Yeah.
Prices are only valid for September.
Yes. As long as stocks are available. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll have Nachika. Numbers. Oh, we want to see what it is here. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की प्रेम से बोल जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर प्रसादी गौर भक्त वृंद की ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र तेलंगाना धाम की पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की गंगे माई की यमुने माई की भक्ति देवी की गंगा पावन तुलसी रानी की परिणाम संकीर्तन की ट्रांसजेंडर डिस्कशन की ट्रांसजेंडर प्रसाद डिस्कशन की निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे all glories assembled devotees all glories assembled devotees all glories assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya panditanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaः ananta koti vaishnava vrinda ki that's all of prasadam. Huh? Yes, I want somebody to sing Mahaprasad. Who can sing Mahaprasad? Rohit? Nirvan. Mahaprasad Govinde.
Mahaprasade
Next week.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Namo Brahmani Vaishnave.
Namo Brahmane Vaishnave.
Svalpa Punyavratam Rajan.
Svalpa Punyavratam Rajan.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Shri